Can she soap it? Kinda. The theme for this collaboration is memories. I'm making an effort to create dice, which I'll explain later. This soap dough is a little bit tacky, so I'm using a little cornstarch to help keep it from sticking so much. You can see some of my fails sitting around, the little pink mold where my soap dough stuck instead of peeling out cleanly, my mega dice to the top of the screen where the dots aren't centered, and now here I am using a makeshift extruder to create dice-shaped columns. I made this and my other column mold by cutting a plastic sheet into four equal strips and taping them together to form a rectangular prism type figure. I also used standard six-sided dice to make my mold. I was hoping it would make them more realistic. Hoping is the operative word here. There are probably much easier ways to achieve soapy dice. However, part of the challenge for this collaboration is to make our mold for the embed. It definitely was a challenge, and I'm thankful I tried it. Don't forget to check out the video description for all the details for this collab, and so you can see some of the much more talented artists create some amazing soaps for this theme. Again, this could have been done much more easily if I had painted the dots on the faces of the dice instead of stuffing them like little olives. However, painting with mica washes off so quickly, and I wanted this to look like dice for the entire life of the soap. I chose these colors for the soap because I was going for the colors in the Yahtzee Buddies logo. I chose to create a soap inspired by Yahtzee because it was one of the many games and board games I loved when I was younger. I used to annoy everyone relentlessly to play this game with me, and I was known to carry the game places with me just in case I could get someone to play around. It's even a fun game to play solo. This was before electronic handheld games or smartphones with games. I reckon I'm showing my age now. Notice my temperatures here. On a soap making note, I went against the grain for some of these things. There's nearly a 30-degree Fahrenheit difference between my oils and lye. There's a frequent suggestion to soap with your lye and oils within 10 degrees of each other. But as you can see here, the batter is amazingly fluid and behaves so well. The only time I've experienced some hindrance with the temperatures being vastly different was when one was very warm. But sometimes that can be expected when you're soaping over 130 degrees Fahrenheit anyway. I won't say everyone will have the same experience as I have, but that 10-degree Fahrenheit suggestion is more of a suggestion for success as opposed to a safety concern. I had no goal in mind here except to keep the colors from being muddled. The batter was very fluid and I wanted it in the pot swirl, but I didn't want to overblend the batter and make it too thick. I also didn't have a lot of time to wait for it to thicken on its own. So my goal with pouring all of these colors, or both of these colors, back into the pot was just to play and give it a little time to thicken up without stick blending. Yeah, I was basically just playing with the soap, but it worked. It worked out. As you can see here, I used the third hand that I grew to hold the dice down so that they wouldn't float up. I wanted to plane as little of the face of the soap as possible, and if I didn't hold them in place, it was possible for soap batter to leak between the dice and the silicone. Some leaked anyway, but it wasn't too much to plane off easily. I unintentionally made some potentially frightening looking soap with my soap dice. But I do really like the soap with just the two dice. It looks like it's wearing a mask. I also love the swirl in the other bars, and they do smell just wonderful.